Maelstrom News fans, the situation over Barack Obama's supposed illegitimacy as president with the claim that he was not born in the United States is continuing. Arizona's Maricopa County Sheriff Joe Aparo, the guy who pledged himself and taxpayer dollars into figuring out whether Barack Obama's birth certificate was legal or not, has come forward with what he calls proof that Barack Obama's long-form birth certificate, the document in general, is actually fake. Now, what he claims is that it may have been a computer-generated forgery, and now he's saying that they are absolutely positive that the document is indeed fake. Now, this is how the situation was explained by Russia Today. Mike Zullo, the posse's chief investigator, said numeric codes on certain parts of the birth certificate indicate that those parts were not filled out. He added that those sections asking for the race of Obama's father and his field of work or study were completed. Zullo said investigators previously did not know the meaning of the codes, but they were explained by a 95-year-old former state worker who signed the president's birth certificate. As of yet, this has been brought into the mainstream media. To a degree, it has been brought out and mostly mocked. So whether or not this claim by the Arizona sheriff is actually true or not, we're probably never going to know, because it's never going to get up to the biggest, highest levels of investigation. However, a lot of people are claiming that this is done deliberately to distract from the mishandling of hundreds of sex crime cases inside of that sheriff's same police department, and this is intended to distract from all of that, and it certainly has done a very good job of that. Now, his investigation says that if they can prove 100% that Barack Obama is in fact not American, that by doing so they can go back and undo everything he's signed into law. Every piece of legislation that has his name on it will be undone. Now, I assume that's only going to be applied to health care, and will not go on to things like Guantanamo Bay or torture or the starting of new wars or extending the ones that already existed. So I'm pretty much assuming this is, if this could somehow get through, and they did go all the way through it, that it would just pretty much attack healthcare and try to unturn the unconstitutional things. Although they would probably look the other way on the spying on American citizens and other things like that. They would just be mysteriously missed. Now, the reality of this is, it doesn't actually matter whether Barack Obama is a U.S. citizen or not. The institution of the president, the office of the president of the United States, is an illegitimate office to begin with. It's an illegitimate institution. And that's the real argument. There's something wrong with the system, not wrong with the supposedly Kenyan-born man that's actually running it. So it's just insane that they're still really going on about it after all this time, even after 4 years. And even if anything was done, the whole impeaching process would take more than a year, and he may be out of office by the end of this year anyway. So it's completely moot and completely unimportant when you can actually consider the real reality of the U.S. government. Now, what I would like to do is ask Mitt Romney for his birth certificate. It seems that he spent a lot of time in Mexico and may actually be Mexican himself. And perhaps it would be nice if he could come forward and prove that he was an American. We do know he likes sending jobs to non-Americans and helping them. We do know he likes to hide money from the American government. And he likes to hide money from the American people and not pay his fair share into the system. So we do know that he likes sending money overseas, and he likes sending jobs overseas. It seems pretty anti-American to me. And perhaps we should begin an investigation into whether or not this man running for president is actually an American, because it would seem by the standards set down by the attacks based on Barack Obama that Mitt Romney is not an American.